What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Spectator Podcast. This is episode 119, and it doesn't seem like it's been 119 episodes. It's actually a bit longer because we had a couple special ones. But yeah, we're still here doing it. We're here doing it. You'll hear some news about what we plan on doing later on. Joining with me is my buddy from down under, who is finally back with us. Well, he's been back a couple times, but he's been busy with real life. Say hi.
Yes, I have returned. I will be hopefully a bit more, regular like Allbrand. But the house move has finally happened. It's over. I am in what I am now going to be calling the forever home because my friend has taken out a 30-year mortgage on this joint and needs someone to help pay it off.
Oof.
So I am now in the new office that is currently in beta mode because... well, we're going to stick a whole heap of posters up in here and all sorts of geeky good stuff. So I'll be rivaling Keith on the video backgrounds eventually. But it's good. It's good to be back.
It's good.
It's going to be a contest.
I'll still lose.
And in the upper right-hand corner, we got Scott.
Howdy! I'm here once again, and I'm excited because we get to talk about, well, something that's both negative and positive in the community.
Oh, boy. But before we get to that, as always, we talk about games that we played. And since we're going to add some kind of order in how we do this, we're going to go myself, then Kyle, then Scott. All right? And to be honest with you, I haven't played a lot. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say I have only played one specific... I can't talk. One specific game, and that is, and this is a mouthful, ST Gundam Battle Alliance. Was fortunate enough to get access to a review copy. Thank you very much for that. But I would have bought the game anyway because it's Gundam. It's simply Gundam. This is basically, it's kind of like a history lesson. Basically, somebody has broken the Gundam universe and it's up to you to fix it. And you have to go through and fixing what are called breaks and get to actual true missions, which are canon. But there's a whole lot of Gundams from the Gundam universe in this game. Though some people are really upset because they're Chipley Gundams, because they don't know that SD means super deformed. They've never heard of this before, so I don't know where the hell these people are.
Like, there's literally an SD Gundam series.
which are in the game. They're actually in the game as well. There's like 6 of them in the game. It's amazing. But the game has a fun combat loop. The story is okay, but there's a lot of stuff in there for Gundam fans. I really recommend it. I've been playing it nonstop. I love it. I really love this game. The developer put a lot of, I should say, they did their homework. They did their homework by studying the Gundam universe, how each Gundam plays, how each Gundam looks. It's fun. I really like it. That's pretty much it. I was playing another game before. I even forgot what that game was. It wasn't anything super amazing. I almost clicked the button and played Destiny 2 again, but realized that I don't like that game anymore. So no, I won't be going back to it. Doesn't matter what they do. I will never go back to it. I'm done. I'm completely done with Destiny 2. So, all right, Carl. It's up to you, buddy. What you got?
In my in-between times of packing boxes and moving boxes and unpacking boxes, I have actually managed to play a couple of games. I'm quite surprised. Even myself, actually. I managed to actually play through all 4 Saints Row games again, leading up to the having to play for the review of the new reboot. So that was a bit fun. I am not really on the World of Warcraft train anymore. That's dropped off again. I went back. I played a bit. I realized how terrible Mythic Plus is once again. How hard it is to get a rating group together, and just went, fuck it. I'm over it. But I did jump on with something else that's absolutely stupid and addictive, known as Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, you have been playing that.
Doing the Kamehameha to all the unsuspecting snipers.
Yes, with the Dragon Ball Fortnite crossover. The people at Double Jump Communications who do the PR for the Fortnite and Epic Games, they said, hey, we got a session coming in, we're going to help you out with a few things, get you to play a couple of games. did that, then I teamed up with an old friend of mine and started playing duos and getting things together that way. And next thing I know, I've done enough and spent enough where I've got all the Dragon Ball cosmetic customizations, done a lot of Kamehamehas on all sorts of unsuspecting people. Believe me, there's no better kill than overkill. And
I'm interested how Double Jump got a hold of you and played about this session. Did they go, hey, have you heard about this game Fortnite? And have you heard about this game called Dragon Ball, or this series called Dragon Ball? Do you know about either one of these two?
They already know me. They already know me.
Not.
What's that game? I never heard of Dragon Ball. What is that again? Please tell me.
This Dragon Ball. It's the guys from Fortnite. But no, it was just, basically they just happened to be in alignment of something that I liked in a game that I hadn't played in a while. So I had a bit of downtime. I ended up playing it and enjoying it for more than what it's worth. And to be honest, the fact that they've now got zero build mode, so you don't you can go in and do a proper battle royale
that crap.
without having to deal with the 12-year-olds on their Ritalin and medication. That as soon as they hear a bullet shot, they build the Eiffel Tower or something like that at a moment's notice, and then snipe you from 4,000 miles away. Yeah, no, proper ground combat. Your skills pay the bills. So doing that. Actually, got quite a few victory royales in that over the last couple of months. Well, the last couple of weeks anyway. Because I was mainly doing the quests for the Shenron glider. So you'll literally get to ride the Eternal Dragon. But even after I still went back to my default where I'm playing as Vegeta with Claptrap from Borderlands strapped to his back as a backpack and gliding down on the Princess Butt Stallion Diamond Pony from Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. So that's the visual you get, is the mighty Vegeta riding a sparkling pony.
Which is something I can never imagine because it's Vegeta. I mean, Goku, okay, I can see, but not Vegeta.
Oh, it's even funnier when you use Beerus. Destroy a god on my sparkly pony. You will say nothing.
I'm so over all of these crossovers, and then of course, unrelated.
Oh, there'll be more coming, I'm sure.
What is the other game? I liked playing it, but I stopped playing. Knockout City now it's doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I saw that.
I saw that.
And I was like, oh no.
I'm surprised that Fortnite didn't get them actually. Like
they didn't get to them yet.
They're always on the table with Fortnite.
Yeah, that's it.
There is no amount of IPs they can't get, apparently.
Yeah, we don't need to make games anymore. We'll just put them in Fortnite and we're done.
Hey, it's a good way to make money.
Give me my damn Unreal Tournament, Epic Games. How about that?
Nah, but we'll give you Unreal Tournament in Fortnite.
I'm done. What about you, Scott? What have you been
I've
playing?
actually been playing a lot of games recently. The two big ones I've been playing, though, recently were the Soul Hackers 2 game, which I highly recommend, especially if you're fans of the Atlus system and how they work with demons and everything. It's probably, I think, one of their most mature RPGs in the sense of how the pacing and style and just the actual reality of things go. Because they always feel like most Atlus games kind of feels cheap when it comes to their more serious toned games. Because either everything is either going to get destroyed or everything just comes back to life kind of deal. It's usually the consistent thing with Atlus games. This one actually deals with, this person's dead, and they stay dead. And there's no revivals mechanism or anything like that. So I really enjoy that, actually having more mature themes. The other game I've been playing was Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is also a very long game to have to go through. But I'm also just getting distracted because with the side quests in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you actually unlock classes for all your other characters when you get new characters in the game. So when you unlock a hero, you also unlock their class for your characters. So that's your way of unlocking classes for all your characters is finding more characters to hire onto your team. And then I've just been playing Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate Definitive Edition for the past, whenever I get some
You're
free
a big
time
fan
in.
of that series.
I really love the Warriors Orochi series. It's honestly, it's my favorite kind of offshoot of the Warriors franchise. But I think it's just because they go balls to the wall crazy in that game.
You should play Gundam. You might like it. It's not exactly Musai, but later stages, it gets very hectic. It gets very Musai. And since you mentioned Soul Hackers 2, I really want to rag on Atlus for a second, and you know what I'm about to say. So apparently people bought the Soul Hackers 2 Collector's Edition, and then later on Atlus was like, oh, hey, by the way, we're not going to give you the Collector Edition because we're having shipping issues, or was it manufacturing issues? What did it do? Whatever. So they shipped out the regular game that you could have went to GameStop or Best Buy or Amazon and picked up. So I got mine the other day, and I'm like, wait, I paid you whatever for this. I'm already in contact with Atlus going, hey, nope, I'm sending this back. I want my refund. If you do not give me my refund, I'm going to my credit card company because this is BS. I did not buy this game. I bought the collector edition. Mm-hmm. This is not worth it. This is not cool. I don't like how you're treating your fans and your audience. This is terrible. Completely terrible.
Yeah.
So
it's different too, because at least with like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, they did the same thing, but the thing is they'd let you know from the get-go that you're getting the collectible stuff later on when you're actually buying the stuff. It wasn't sent afterwards like Atlus, where it was like, oh, we're having issues, but here's your game. So you don't have the collectibles. And it was like during the shipping notice. So it was like, oh, your game's being shipped. Bad news, you're not getting all the other stuff you bought.
Right. And it's like, well, we said you're going to get it in what? What is
it's
what
like
is
in a
now?
month or something now. So they're like working on it to give it to you in like a month from now.
Maybe.
And and it's not even definitive. It's just like you may be able to get it in a month. They're still working on getting everything done. It's either A, they weren't expecting this many pre-orders, or B, they just...
Really?
I don't know. They really should have, because Soul Hackers 2 is actually like their actual like perfection of their engine that like the Persona 5 games were like a more of a beta for. So this actually is like the best that they've looked ever in terms of how they made their engine look with their games, their demons, their just like animations. Like everything looks so pristine that like this is probably the best that they might have it for a while. It's going to be similar to how this will be going forward. I
don't know who was worse, Atlus or Bandai Namco, because if you recall with the Dark Souls, with Elden Ring, it was they were selling the premium collector edition, and they all went in an instant. Everybody's like, "But what happened? You didn't tell us when the stuff was going. You just told us, oh, it's all gone."
We have collector's editions, but they're sold out.
That's terrible. I don't want to talk about that. All right, so we do have a couple things we really want to talk about, but that topic reminded me of something. I have to say this. I'm very happy, and that is finally fans of Dark Souls 3 on PC can now play it. It finally came back, guys. It only took 216 days.
Keith was totally not counting the days after every time he looks online.
I wasn't. Somebody else on Twitter was already doing it, so I didn't have to do it. I just had to go to his Twitter account every day. He was like 210 days.
Still not here.
days. Still not back. Literally not back. I was in the process of making more YouTube videos, but I was like, what am I going to do? Hey guys,
not here.
It's still not back. It's still not here. This is what happened. It's still not here. So it wasn't worth my time. It wasn't worth anybody else's time. It wasn't here, but it finally came back. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls Remastered are not back yet. They don't know when those will be back. Christmas, maybe, if you're lucky, 2023.
Merry Christmas. You can now play the game you bought years ago.
Yep, so that's pretty crappy. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 is back on PC. Enjoy that. Because it definitely has the better PvP. Elden Ring PvP is garbage. It is. All right, so let's talk about some cool topics. During Gamescom, opening night live, PlayStation revealed that it finally was working on its own premium controller, one that was the equivalent of the Xbox Elite, and I guess going against Scuff's gaming controllers, called the PlayStation DualSense. What was it? DualSense Edge. Kind of reminds me of a sword, but whatever. Looks pretty cool for what it is. Will allow you to store different profiles. You can change off the caps on the controllers. It has 2 buttons on the bottom of it, or is the rear of it. You can change the trigger distance on the 2 triggers in the back. I think it's a nice controller. It looks more like a BMW, like more so than the DualSense controller.
It does. And I noticed one thing that I really enjoyed that a lot of people were talking about too is that you can actually also remove and change the joystick itself. So that the stick drift isn't going to be a thing anymore. Just get a new joystick, you're good.
How about we just make sure that it's never an issue instead of just, oh, hey, by the way, you can pop off the joysticks and pay us extra money to get those parts.
Yeah, that's fair. We could just, make a joystick that works, but that would require a lot of problems of working with the actual hardware facility that has the rights for the joystick, because apparently that's a thing. You can only have like 1 or 2 companies that make joysticks. And if there are any other companies that do it, they're apparently sued.
So, they have not mentioned a price, nor have they mentioned a release date. I'm going to say this thing is going to be at least $200. It's going to have
to be. It will definitely be in the higher ups. It's probably going to be, $200 is my guess.
It's probably going to compete against the Scruff controllers, more so the Elite controller.
Yeah.
And Scruff's, Scruff has, I'm thinking, is it 2 or 3 PlayStation 5 controllers? They have the Pro. Let me just check that out. I may be wrong. I know they have the Reflex and they have the Pro because I have one. I just don't remember which one I have. Let me see here. Yeah, they have the Reflex Pro, which is $219. They have the Reflex FPS. I have the Pro. And it starts at $249 because there are things you can do to it to make it more cooler and spend more money. So, yeah. If this thing starts any more than $20, people are going to riot.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
It should not be more than the Scruff controllers.
Wait. No, stop it. Stop spoiling everything. We're not there yet. But since our buddy has spoiled it, PlayStation 5.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's speculating on the price. Currently here in Australia, I'm paying $100, $110 per controller. So if this thing's going to be $200, this thing is going to be part of the mortgage for the house.
Well, talking about mortgage for your house, you heard the news that Sony has jacked up the price of the PlayStation 5 in pretty much every region but the United States.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense? So if you haven't heard the news, okay.
Now you have.
Sony has jacked up the price of the PlayStation 5 in every region but the US. I don't understand how that's the thing. And they're already hard to get. And you still got to fight resellers, and you got to fight scalpers, and you got to fight places like GameStop, which offer them in bundles, so you can't get them by themselves. Yeah. And now Sony has decided, with infinite wisdom, we're going to make it harder for people to get PlayStation 5s by jacking up the price. Carl, how does this affect you?
At the moment, or at least from what they were saying, it's a $50 price increase, which, it doesn't sound like a lot, but currently, just like most of the world, our economy is not as great as it is, as it was due to COVID and everything else. Therefore, paying $800 Australian for a console,
dear Lord,
is like it puts it in that price range where nobody's going to bother with it. Like we're lucky we don't have those type of bundle deals that you guys are getting in the US, so we're just having a straight console alone. Like, it's not really going to affect me. I already got one, but but like for so many others, so many people are still trying to get a PlayStation 5. This is really pushing the console into that range of, do I really need it? Because, a couple extra $100 more, I got a down payment on a car. It's not one of those great things. And the fact that it's going up everywhere except America really just sounds like, once again, and I know, Keith, I'm sorry, I know you live over there in the land of the free and the land of the stupid. But,
definitely stupid.
But it sounds like, once again, America looks out for America but wants the rest of the world to pay for it.
Here's the funny thing.
They might as well rename PlayStation 5 the PlayStation Mexico Wall.
But that's the thing. PlayStation Sony is a Japanese company.
Yeah, but it's
So-
PlayStation of America that's done the price increase.
Right. Which doesn't make any
Including
sense to me.
Japan, which is going to really...
Including Japan.
Which is going to really put something off on the two companies, which already don't see eye to eye anyway.
No, it's like Sega. It's like Sega.
Yeah.
What's funny though, if you've been paying attention, if you've been reading, people in Japan have already been saying, "Hey, can Square Enix bring over Final Fantasy 16 to the PC? Because we can't afford PlayStation 5 now." That's just.
I mean, they should do that anyways, but
It should be anyway, but
it's not a good reason for wanting to put it on the PC. It should just be. It should be on the PC because it needs to be anyway.
Yeah.
it should be.
Bring it to the Xbox as well, God damn it. That way I'll actually play it.
Oh no, there's no such thing as parity, my buddy. We gotta have it only on PlayStation or only on Xbox because
Final Fantasy VII will one day get on Xbox, I'm sure.
Only way Final Fantasy VII is going to get on Xbox. I take my copy and put it on top of. Go ahead.
The original Final Fantasy VII.
The original, yes.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
the remake.
This is not the remake.
Yeah, remakes never happening. Never happening.
But like this is it's stupidity from Sony of America. Like I can understand why they don't want to increase the price in the US. Because if they increase the price in the US, they're going to lose market share to Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Japan, Microsoft's not a contender.
Nope.
Sony is the dominant brand, followed by Nintendo, and Microsoft is somewhere down lower. Whereas in the US, Microsoft is a very highly valued brand, and Sony doesn't want to lose any headway. So by turning around and going, well, the rest of the world can pay more, but we're going to leave our own little country alone because that's the market share we care about. And this has been something that I've really been narky against for a long time, is the fact that America views itself as the be-all, end-all of the world.
We're the only thing that exists.
No.
I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't, Keith. I know you don't. But let's face it, a majority of your country are pretty much raised from birth to believe that your country is star-spangled, red, white, and blue types of awesome. You guys can do no wrong. You are the center of the world. The world revolves around America. That is how you're brought up. And this is more of that type. That's more of that type of segregation, for lack of a better term. And it just it's the same thing. It's like movies. How is movie success seen by studios? The local American box office numbers mean more than the international numbers.
Yeah.
TV shows, local ratings or downloads or streams mean more than international. Because it's American companies caring about America, about American things, about American product. And basically they just give the middle finger to the rest of the world and expect the rest of the world to just walk in line.
But that's my thing, and that's where I have a problem with, because just like you said, why is it just all these other regions but North America? And PlayStation knows,
because corporate greed and market share.
Yeah, but PlayStation knows that these even if they didn't do this, that the PlayStation is going to sell, has been selling in every region. If people can get a hold of them, you've got God of War Ragnarok coming out. That is going to sell PlayStation 5s. Come on.
That is a console seller. Probably one of the only ones that we're getting this year.
Exactly. You got PlayStation VR, which people are geeking out about. I don't understand. Final Fantasy 16. You got Spider-Man 2 that's coming out next year. You have games that will easily bring you a crap ton of money and market share. But what do? Oh, I'm going to go spend this money on Bungie. You didn't need to do that, but you did it. And possibly we can throw that into, speculation is why they're hurting for money. They might be hurting for money. They literally could be hurting for money.
That's the thing. Like Sony has always, well, not always, but for a majority of the time when they have, especially from like the 3 onwards have operated at a production cost loss.
Yep.
So this could be the time where they're going, okay, look, we're working at a loss. The components are becoming harder to find. We need to increase the prices in order to get it. Plus, also, international shipping is not cheap anymore. The international freight has skyrocketed, mainly because due to the existing Chinese-Taiwan conflict, and also they blame the UK-Russia war that's going on, but we call bullshit on that, because not much is coming through their channels or their particular areas.
No, there's less than 1%, I believe. So it's just like it doesn't really affect us too much.
The Chinese-Taiwan conflict is more so affecting freight lines, because a lot of major freight lines throughout the world go straight between China and Taiwan.
You know what's really aggravating me is you got people that are defending this price increase, and I don't understand.
Yeah, that's probably the people who've already got one.
Oh, most likely. But even then,
I have one, and I am not defending this price increase. I think it's dumb. I do. But that's my point. I think this is dumb. I think for anybody to have a chance to get them, again, fighting the scalpers, again, finding stores that are putting them in bundles, is ridiculous. And now you're adding one more variable into the mix. Now we got to pay extra money. Okay, granted, and I can't say that in most people's... I really can't say it about everybody or anybody, to be honest, because I don't know what the equation or the what's the word I'm looking for here? The conversion rate is from $1 to other countries' currency. I don't know what that is. I'm ignorant, so forgive me.
It's called Google.
But regardless, this is a terrible move. I don't agree with this, obviously, but people that are defending are you know what? This is our podcast. They're asinine. They're stupid. This is ignorant. This is grossly ignorant. It should not be a thing, especially when you're talking about for the gamers. For the gamers, how are you for the gamers jack up the price? You jacked up the price. You already gave us PlayStation Plus, which 3 different tiers, and you already gated the great stuff behind the highest tier. Scott did a great article about that.
Watch that straight out the gate. How unusual for Sony.
Yeah, it's like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't agree with anything Sony's doing. And it's funny that you did say that, they're losing ground to Xbox in North America, because who would have thunk it? But, they're not neck and neck, but Xbox is doing pretty good.
Series S was a fantastic idea for them.
I can prove that quite easily right now. Hopefully, if my camera allows, is I turn to my television, and for those of you who are listening to this via the audio, won't be able to see this. but I have in my home office, I have my television, and guess what's hooked up to it? My Xbox Series X, not my PlayStation 5. That's still sitting in a box in the lounge room. But one of the first things that I did when I got the office set up was I put my Xbox on the main television. That is what I've been using mostly for my games and for games for review, games just play in general. I've been buying it on Xbox.
I would love to know what the market shares.
I've actually converted over to doing most of my stuff through Microsoft product, because Sony, outside of 1 or 2 games the Final Fantasy Remaster or we got the upcoming God of War. My PlayStation has sat since I bought it almost a year ago.
No, that's sad.
It is sat in the lounge room of my previous home, and my wife has used it more to stream Netflix and Disney Plus than it has been used as a gaming console.
There you go. That is a mortgage right there. Sell it. Sell it.
No.
Just get a Roku for $100. No.
No, because eventually I'm going to want to play this new God of War, and I'm going to need the PlayStation to play.
But hey, it'll be on PC eventually.
Yeah, 4 years, but yeah.
It'll be there. It'll be there.
But that's also the other thing too, is we've had price increases on the games as well. I know US, you're paying $10 more. Try being international.
No,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
$10 that's a lot more for you.
Keith already knows. He basically he tried to help me out by buying me the Dark Souls.
Holy crap!
Or the
Demon
Souls.
Holy crap!
125 Australian dollars.
I was like, holy shit, that's expensive for a game.
Yeah.
Luckily, a lot of games, like just the base level, has gone back down to $100 for PlayStation 5 games.
It's like the collector's editions for us. No.
Yeah, but that's it. But even then, $100 is baseline here. Like Xbox games cost $100, but the thing is, I don't have to go out and buy like if I've got like the PS4 set up, I don't have to go out and buy the PS4 version and then re-buy the PS5. I want that. With the Xbox, I put the disc in. It goes, hey, this can be played at a higher frame rate or extra stuff for the Series X. Here, I'll just download that onto it for you. And just do
smart
it.
delivery. Smart delivery is a game changer, and that is really sad to say that, because you would think something that should be as much common sense should be, hey, you have a newer system. Do you want the upgraded version of the game? Yes, I would like it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it shouldn't have to be. Oh, you.
It's
buy
like
the
that
PS4
PlayStation
version.
thing. It's like that PlayStation meme. Scott knows what I'm about to say. Hey, do you want to share this game with your friend? Here's the game. Hey, you want to upgrade this game? Pay us more money, bitch.
That doesn't match up.
My God, Sony, how much further can you put your foot down your own throat and up your own
don't
arse?
say that. Don't say that, because they might surprise you.
They
They
can't.
might surprise you.
Dude, my expectations are so low with Sony these days. I don't think that they can surprise me much more. The only way they could do it is if they charged you for every minute that you actually turn your PlayStation on.
Oh, jeez. Would you like to use PlayStation Plus Essential? It costs you only $20 now, but every hour costs another $10.
They can throw more ads on your PlayStation. Hey, by the way, like Windows, when you turn your Windows 10 on, hey, do you upgrade to Windows 11? No, God damn it, Microsoft, I don't. Please stop asking me. Do it tomorrow. I just told you no. I don't want to upgrade. They can do the same thing. Hey, I see you have a digital PlayStation 5. Do you want to get a physical one? Oh my God, no. I see you don't have PlayStation Plus. Do you want that? No, I don't want that. Hey, I see you don't have the upgraded version of this game. Would you like to get this game for $10 more? No, I don't. They could do that. Don't be surprised.
Hey,
They literally could do that.
Look, I think I've only got about 50 days left on my current PlayStation subscription, so I'm letting that lapse for the first time ever.
Yeah, I don't really play mine online, so yeah.
No, I don't play it online. I don't bother with the games anymore because the games that they've been putting up have been trash. Well, except for they didn't do too bad. They put Yakuza like
Yakuza 7's on it now,
yeah.
so that's a solid.
But the thing is, I already own that on the Xbox, and it's already been on Game Pass.
Yeah,
so
I now have both on both systems, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got them all on both consoles as well.
That was Yakuza 7 was the best April Fool's joke ever, to be honest.
Wasn't it? I mean, they were like, "Hey, this is not a game. This is April Fool's," and hey, look, it's actually a game. April Fools.
And then you play it. It's actually good. How much of a fool are you?
No, the people that are fools are the people that complain. This game is not a good game. What are you talking
It's not like Yakuza 6. It doesn't want to be Yakuza 6.
You want Yakuza 6? Go play Judgment. Go play that. That's what this is for now. This game is great. Somebody brought up something. Oh, it was you, Karl. PlayStation games on PC. So, this is a part of the show where a certain someone who's not part of the organization isn't here anymore. But we had arguments about this. So, to me, to you, I say, I told you. I told you. We're at the point now where we're seeing more PlayStation games arrive on the PC. And yes, we're not seeing PlayStation 5 games on PC yet. However, we're seeing a lot of great PlayStation 4 games come to PC. Games that people had said would never come to the PC. Spider-Man is never going to come to the PC.
That was such a big thing in 2018.
Said so many prominent people on Twitch and on Twitter. and on YouTube, and hey, it's here. I'm not going to call those people out, but they know who they are. Yeah, this was great. And I wrote an article.
You'll never be playing Spider-Man on your PC in 4K in glorious, ray tracing.
Ultra
widescreen monitors,
ultra widescreen,
light of fields, and all these anti-aliasing that's not on the PS5, and it's just like, this is beautiful.
Only the PlayStation can handle such awesomeness.
I've seen posts on Twitter like, this looks like crap compared to the PlayStation 5.
No.
I was like,
if you're playing it on
your PC must be like a 1080 or something.
if you're playing it on a potato, maybe, but
the envy is real, and this is the problem I hate. You can't give props to the PC as being a viable gaming system. The fact that companies are seeing this now.
Sony fans are in one way, it's like they are the most loyal fans I have seen in gaming in a long time. Like going back to the Nintendo Sega wars, are the Sony fans are so hardcore.
Loyal is not the word I would use, Carl.
Sycophantic.
Ignorant? No.
Ignorant?
Obsessed?
Damn near psychotic?
Yeah, pretty much. And I used to be one. I used to sit there singing the praises of Sony for so long, and basically once I got a hold of the Series X, I started going back with, because of, as many people who have listened to this podcast know, I'm a console collector these days. So I went back. I got myself an Xbox 360. I got myself an old school Xbox. And I play the crap out of them.
The 360 had a really good library, too.
So the original Xbox as well. And to be honest, at the time, I was a PlayStation 2, 3 owner when that first came out. And I didn't realize, how much better some of those games performed on Xbox compared to Sony.
Now, I don't want to take this into a PlayStation versus Xbox thing, because I don't want to do that, because we all... What?
Why not?
Why not?
Because I'm a firm
PC
believer.
is the best of all of them.
Well, I'm never going to say that, but I'm going to say the PC is my preferred platform. I have said that, but I also have said I don't like the console bashing. I wish there was just parity among
just wish
all
people
the
liked what they played rather than hated what they didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's got God of War Ragnarok, and I've got this. Do you like this game? Yes. Okay, great. So enjoy what you have. Why is there a problem?
Gone are the days where, and once again, I'm probably going to age myself and Keith more than he's got. But
Genesis does.
But it used to be if say I owned a Nintendo and Keith owned a Master System or a Genesis. It used to be it'd be I play my games, he plays his. Yeah, we might have a go at each other, Mario vs Sonic or something. But at the end of the day, I go over to Keith's place and play the Genesis, or Keith comes to my place and play the Nintendo, and nobody would really care as long as you were playing games. That was the whole thing. But since the world has become this collective echo chamber of little tribes. Going back
what he's trying to say, guys, I'm going to put that in simpler words. Ever since social media became a thing.
Yes. Basically, everybody, you got to show your loyalty. You got to have your specific flags. And if I play Xbox and you play Sony exclusively, well, then you're on the inferior. I'm the superior. No, that's not the way it is.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Those of us that are more what would be considered a centralist ideal, where we own gaming PC, Xbox, PlayStation, we don't care because we just enjoy playing games. But when people invest so much money into a singular object, they want to make sure that is meant to be their best thing ever.
And I can understand that, but don't throw mud at other people because they like something else or have something else. That's wrong. Again, this is why I will say,
but I'm right.
We'll have
one
platform that plays them all. Spider-Man on PC.
Definitely try that out.
Definitely try it out. If you have a PC, a Warfall PC, even if you, I want to say 4 or 5 years, go play the game. Just go. Just go play the game.
Nixies did a fantastic job on this port.
Buy it on Steam, play it, and then uninstall it after an hour. Or don't.
You may actually enjoy it and want to play all the way through and play all the excellent DLC that was part of it and everything else.
Exactly. But I want to get to something real quick. So I did an article, I want to say a couple weeks ago, talking about when PlayStation 5 games would arrive on PC. Now, there's been a rumor that Sony is looking to push Returner onto the PC. And there's no solid proof, but people have been doing data mining and seeing stuff on various websites, which may or may not be the case, which is why we haven't reported on it, because there's no firm evidence of this. However, look at it this way. If people can't get a hold of PlayStation 5s, why not push them to the PC? You're going to make the same money, and you're going to grow your fan base, your audience base. I don't see that being a bad thing. I see that as being a great thing. And for those people that will go crying, oh, you got Gran Turismo 7 on your PC. Okay, and I paid for it. I gave Sony my $60, $70, and guess what? It's glorious. So what's the problem? Well, nobody's going to buy the PlayStation 5. See, well, there's your thing. Don't put all your PlayStation 5 games on the PC. Just put the ones that you know are going to sell well on the PC, and that's it. See how that works? Or don't put your Lays and Grays ones on there, but maybe put Ratchet and Clank on there. Hey, that game had its day. Push it to the PC now.
Plus, I'm sure certain games would be better on PC, especially with like Returnal. Having all of those like epic particle effects would be fantastic on a PC with all the various alias effects and all the various like DLS you can have on it. Like, it would just be fantastic.
Meanwhile, Keith is still sitting there going, "Where's Bloodborne on PC?"
I know. I've given up. I've given up. I don't.
But there's leaks, like the same leaks that was last year. No.
It's coming out at the same time as the Switch Pro.
I love the Switch
Pro.
The
Steam Deck?
So good. whenever Bloodborne comes to the PC, if it ever comes, I don't care. But, they have Nixies for a reason. Maybe it will, but I don't care. I'm done. I played it. I beat it multiple times. If it comes to the PC, fantastic, great. If it doesn't, I got Elden Ring, and I've got Dark Souls 3, and we've got Lies of P, and we've got what's the game? Kyle was harassing me about earlier. I don't remember. Still Rising.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got all these games come to the PC that are trying to do what Bloodborne did. I'm cool. I'm fine. I really don't care. I literally do not care. I'm done. I'm one of the people that realize it's not happening, just like I realize we're not getting a new F-Zero. I'm done.
I was waiting for that.
I'm done. I've cleansed my soul. I don't care anymore. If it happens, fantastic. If it doesn't happen, meh, I don't care. Who cares?
Now, speaking of things like that we were sort of hearing may or may not happen, did we hear the recent one that Amazon is looking to purchase EA?
No, that was proved falsified like a couple hours after it was revealed. And they were like, really? I don't think so. That was a lot of memes going on after that.
I must have been asleep while they got fixed up, because I went... Because yesterday evening while I was playing Saints Row, I saw that pop up. I'm like, oh, that could be interesting.
That's what we need, is all EA exclusive to Apple iPhones.
Oh, no. We need EA on
Amazon
we need
Prime.
all of EA's games on Amazon Luna.
Oh.
Exclusive. Oh, dear God.
Hey, at least you know the shipping would be fast.
See, and that's the thing I hate. That's the thing I love about us, and it doesn't get us a shit ton of traffic. But we're not going to report on rumors that are just like so far in left field. It's like, why would Amazon want to buy EA?
Because they're desperate to try and get into the gaming scene. Like, you've seen all the weird stuff that they put out with like Amazon Gaming. Like they are trying so hard to be the place that you go to get exclusive bits and pieces and stuff like that. And it just does not work. Like, I think the most I claimed off there, it was 3 cosmetic items for World of Warcraft, and then they put out StarCraft Remastered for free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll take that. And other than that, you can stick it right up in you know what.
Yeah, I think I took Jedi Fallen Order and Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh, yeah,
like it.
during Prime Day, yeah. Yeah, I grabbed those as well. Like, when it comes to Prime Day, they do it right, but the rest of the time it's like, why even bother? I don't need another random pack for PUBG and League of Legends, which I'll never touch in the game.
Don't forget about the 30 Pokeballs in Pokemon Go.
When I woke up that morning about that being a thing, my heart just sank, and I was like, oh no, what about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? What was it called now? Survivors.
Jedi
what about
Survivor,
that game?
Yeah. What's
going to happen in that game? And I just went, oh no, this is not good news. And I literally scoured the internet to find out any information I can. And I think it was like on CNBC or something. They were like, no, that's not happening. No. And I was like, oh, thank God.
I know, it could have helped. As per usual, Amazon likes to do stuff in bulk and ship it out as quickly as possible. So, that sounds like EA's sport games all over the joint.
Amazon also likes to destroy anything they touch.
True.
And they kind of give up on stuff too after a while. Like they'll try and then they'll just give up and try something else. And it's just
sounds
it doesn't
like
have a lot of longevity with their games or with their systems.
Just like Google.
Yeah, just like Google.
Wow.
Remember when the Google glasses were coming out?
What are those?
Speaking of things that have been given up, anybody heard anything about Stadia recently?
It's dead.
No.
Don't believe the lies. It is freaking
I know
dead.
they have their own subscription service where you get 2 free games a month, but I don't know if anyone actually uses it.
They're literally trying to hang on. They are dead. They are dead.
Yeah, they'll probably give up on that sometime soon.
I am so glad I passed on that. I reviewed it. I was like, this is not ready. And the bad thing is, Stadia's technology, it's great. But the people that are at the helm of the ship don't know what it means to run a gaming company or start one or work with people that are part of the community. They have no idea how to run this. You can't simply, oh, hey, I'm going to give you the same games on Xbox and PlayStation and PC. Then why do I want to play it on this? I could play it with better quality, not streaming it on this. You need to give us something that is unique to the platform. You gave us one game and it was terrible. You got rid of Jade. You killed your studio. And it was like, all right, well, that was a waste of time. Take your stuff back. Oh, and the best thing was when you got games on Stadia, it was exclusive to Stadia. So you couldn't play it on PlayStation or Xbox or PC. It was locked to Stadia.
You owned it on the cloud.
So when Stadia goes to bye-bye, which it is, where's all your money? Oh, it went away with Stadia. Sorry, guys. I hope Google gets sued to hell for that. I really do, because that was really crappy. People were complaining and worried about what happened if Steam goes under. For one, I don't think Steam's going under anytime in our lifetime.
No, there's way too much on it.
And two, Valve is not that dumb to go, we have a backup plan. But Google is like, hey, you can play this game on the cloud anytime you want. Okay, what happens if you go under? You can play this game anytime you want. And I don't like talking bad about anything, but they weren't ready. They fooled a lot of people, and unfortunately, this is what's happening. Anywho, last thing I wanted to bring up, and something Carl's probably going to yell at me. He's going to toss a controller all the way across the ocean to hit me. So what about that, the Last of Us Remaster?
Oh, the remake that's coming out.
The remake.
This month
what do you think about that, buddy? You going to play that on your PlayStation that you don't play?
Nah.
2 years from now, and it's on PlayStation Plus? No.
Look.
I've been waiting to ask you about this to see what you think about the first one. Because I think you liked the first one, right?
The first one I liked. The second one I wasn't much of a fan of. I don't know. I may actually wait for it to go on special, and then because I think it's launching here at full price. So
yeah, it's launching
at full price.
Another game that PlayStation can recoup its money at.
It could have,
that's it. But
I mean, it probably will, because there's already a bunch of pre-orders for the game.
It's gonna be. Look, it'll look pretty. It'll have all nice, fancy graphical improvements. From what I've heard, that due to the development time of all those pretty new graphical improvements, that the base gameplay and everything else is still the same as the first version. Like people were thinking that this was going to be like a Final Fantasy VII remaster.
No, it's not.
Pretty new graphics, fix up of the
So it's
the
not like a
story or
Demon
anything
Souls?
like that.
No,
this
it sounds
is-
like they're just implementing some of like the technology they had from Last of Us 2 into a Last of Us 1
Correct.
remake, basically.
Yeah, they're slapping
That's
a pretty coat of paint on it and putting it out there at full price.
The AI will be different, so your partners won't be total idiots.
No, they'll probably still be total idiots. They'll just be smarter total idiots. So instead of going left, they turn right into the wall. So
I might give it a try because I never played. Wait, no, I'm sorry. It was the second one I didn't play through. I just gave up. But the first one I did. The first one had me hooked.
It's quite funny that they didn't even attempt. Like they're putting it out as a full price release. If they had maybe included the second one in as well as like a digital download or something, then the price would be more worth it.
Can we talk about that?
If you
I
wish.
mean, we can.
Can we talk? Okay. I don't think they would ever do that. I think the second game did not do as well as the first game. I may be wrong. And the second one just has so much controversy surrounding it.
Then what you do is you put it in as a bundle in free extra, and
I mean,
then,
this
and
game
then,
doesn't
and then
have
count
multiplayer.
the
No,
sales.
they removed factions from this because they're putting that for
Yeah,
something
there's no
next
factions
year or
either,
the year
so-
after as its own thing.
Yeah,
Which I really hope factions is really that good if they're putting this much development time into it.
they're piecemealing it. They're basically giving you bits and pieces and charging you more money for it. So that's once again.
Hey, I heard you like
nice-
Last of Us Remake. Do you want to play Fractions later on?
Would
No,
you like
God
the
damn it,
factions
I don't.
DLC does?
Would you like that? No, that's exactly it. It's going to be. You've got the Last of Us Part 1 remaster. That costs you full price. You want the factions multiplayer? That'll be an extra $50. Thank you. Yeah, and you want the DLC extra stories? That'll be an extra $20 each for
No, I really hope they don't make you have to rebuy the DLC for extra.
I reckon they will.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? It's a completely different game.
Remember,
Completely different game.
as we've already discussed, this is Sony of America behind all this.
But the remaster
Therefore-
gave it for free.
They're going to go, it's a complete different game. They're using different technology.
Yeah.
You got to pay more.
Yeah, and it's only going to be exclusive on the PlayStation 5, which we just increased the price of worldwide. So go out and buy
So
it.
there was a rumor that it was also coming to the PC. Another rumor.
I mean, it might come to PC later, just not now.
I'd say down the track, yeah, definitely they might look at putting this out.
This will be the one they put on PC. It won't be the remaster.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, I know people would be expecting me to blow up and scream and yell about this. I really had no interest in this thing. When as soon as they announced it, I went, "It's going to be they're going to slap a nice shiny coat of paint on it, charge you full price." The Last of Us stands are going to go out there and buy the living crap out of it, so Sony will have more to brag about it being a multi-million selling franchise, so they can.
Can I buy it? I didn't buy the remake.
They'll turn around and maybe probably put.
Okay,
something
wait.
in, put
I'm
something in
confused.
there
I didn't
for
buy the
upcoming-
remaster. I didn't buy the remaster. I hate those words.
There's the remaster and the remake. Remaster on PS4, the remake on PS5.
I believe I've got I bought the PS3 version from a video store that was closing down for $5. I think
Blockbuster?
No, it was an independent.
Did you have Blockbuster over
Yeah,
there?
we had Blockbusters
Okay.
here. We had the two major brands, Blockbuster and Video Easy. Were our two brands that mainly dominated the market. But no, I picked it up from a little mum and pop video store for like $5 on PS3.
Yeah, it was cheap on PS3.
I bought it second hand for like $10 on PS4 so the missus could play it. Because she actually wanted to play her way through it, but can't quite. Well, she wasn't at the time. She wasn't really used to playing video games in general.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, she's been learning.
Lee Shores plays games.
She plays games. Well, she plays games now, and she's actually in the process of saving up for her first gaming PC.
My wife doesn't play anything but stupid Facebook games.
No.
Oh, wait, they still have Facebook games?
Well, not Facebook games. I'm sorry. Those stupid games on her iPhone and her iPad.
Oh, you mean the mobile
makes me-
games? So she's like
it makes me
80% of casual gamers. No,
It makes me so mad.
Hey, look, I found all it took was going to a gaming sort of cafe around here called Fortress. One night, we were staying nearby, and I said, "Oh, let's go to Fortress and we'll see if there's anything going." And they had, buy a drink, get 2 hours of PC play for free deal going. So we bought a drink each, sat down. She started playing BioShock on the PC, and then when we were done, she's like, "I want to play more. I want a gaming PC now."
Oh, dang.
So,
Wait, is that what you want to talk to me about?
that was something I sent to you ages ago that I was hoping you to get me work on.
But you
on the
never
steps.
online.
I was moving house,
Oh, see?
Life happens. Jesus Christ.
Where did that come from? I heard that from someone before. Life happens.
But
Jurassic Park.
life finds a way. I'll do the 60 goblin process. but yeah, like The Last of Us. No interest in the PS5 version. I might pick it up when it ends up on like an Amazon sale or something for $10-20, which will happen eventually. That's what happened with I waited until part 2 dropped to about $20 before I even bothered to even consider buying it. And then I bought it and it just gathered dust on my shelf.
It has a nice box art.
Well, that's it. I had part 1 there. I got to put part 2 next to it, part of the collection thing. But to be honest, I'm more excited for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga collection.
Yes.
Than I am The Last of Us friggin' remaster, to be honest. Tomorrow comes out Turtles tomorrow. Turtles
The
comes
fun
out
thing
tomorrow.
about Cowabunga collection is we're getting games that like have never been re-released ever.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see that.
Yep. Tournament Fighters released for the first time since the 16-bit era. All three Nintendo games. You can see how badly those pixels.
You liar! It's not
16.
tomorrow. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
You had me all excited.
Yes, and here in Australia, we are usually about 16 hours ahead of you Americans. So by about this time, in 24 hours' time, I will have a copy and it'll be starting to be played.
It will be played.
On your PlayStation 5.
No, on my Xbox. It's going to be on the Xbox. I'm not buying it on Why would I buy it on PS5?
Clearly, it's going to be on the Switch. No.
It is actually. It's going to be on this. To be honest, and I'll say this, like for as iffy as a port the Shredder's Revenge was, the Switch should have no issue handling the Cowabunga collection.
It really shouldn't, because it runs pretty much just as well on the Switch as it does on the other consoles.
Best Buy has not updated my order. It still says shipping. It's arriving by January 2nd, 2023.
It's arriving sometime in the future.
And I can't cancel it, and I can't change the store pickup or anything. I'm like, excuse me, Best Buy, could you fix this order? This is wrong.
I'm just going to go down to the local shops when it comes out tomorrow, and I'll just pick one up off the shelves.
I don't have a local shop anymore. My local GameStop is gone.
Poor Keith. There's always Amazon.
Amazon is very hit or miss when it comes to pre-orders.
Not
sometimes you get it like same day. Some things you get from Amazon literally the same day. Do you want it today? Yes. Yeah. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yes.
They've just launched that service here in Australia as well. Oh my god, it's a godsend. But then again, I pre-ordered Saints Row about 2 days before release, and it got here on the day of release, so I was quite happy with that. What I wasn't happy with was the fact that it required a 60 gigabyte day one patch in order to even start the game up, because I don't know why.
Oh no.
Because there probably was a lot of technical issions they didn't fix.
Well,
the actual game.
I believe I'll be getting to that in my review. But it's like not having internet and then being told by your Xbox, sorry, you can't play this because it requires you to go online to download a patch. I'm like, I don't have a
start your Xbox.
No, that's the reason why I bought it on a disc. So even if I didn't have the internet, so I was hoping it would at least start.
No, that's the big con of Xboxes is they usually require internet to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, the Spider-Man. What's going on here? There's a Kermit the Frog Spider-Man remastered. What?
Oh, you haven't seen the mods that they're doing for this game?
The mods on Spider-Man are glorious.
Playing
the Frog is beating everybody's ass. It's still hurts.
Playing as Kermit the Frog in the remaster due to the mod. Oh my God! Like I haven't seen mods this hilarious since they started doing the Resident Evil 2 mods.
Yes,
this is why you put your games on PC, guys.
This is
mods.
80% of the reason why I like playing things on PC is the mods.
Like so many people like they've gone through and fixed some of the suits. They
fixed the Amazing Spider-Man suit because they did the wrong one in the game.
Yeah, and then they've done like Symbiote Spider-Man. They've done the Spider-Man 3 version as well, and like even custom things like a Punisher Spider-Man, and like oh my God, like
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but then you got the crazy people who like I'm going to put Kermit the Frog into as the Amazing Spider-Man and just create hilarity.
Yes. And there's even some that just totally mess up all the physics in the game, so it's just ridiculously awesome to just look around and see crap go down.
Yep. But you've also got the assholes who do things like, take all the pride flags out of the game,
Yeah, that was a thing.
But I
don't believe him. Okay, well then you're an idiot.
But somebody turned around and made a pride suit Spider-Man, so that sort of
it all gets balanced out in the end.
Everything in balance, young one.
I'm tired of idiots in this world. Just let things be.
Yeah, put more Kermit the Frog in games.
Yes,
that's the end message of our podcast today. Is put more Kermit the Frog in games.
Speaking of that is the end of the podcast. So yeah, repeat that one more time, please.
Yes,
more Kermit the Frog in games.
More Kermit the Frog in games. More mods with Kermit the Frog, please.
Wow, that's crazy.
Actually, I'm still the one I'm going to wait for. The one I'm going to wait for, and I'm surprised no one has done it yet. Where is Spider Pig?
That's true.
Oh.
There's no Spider-Man.
Where is Spider Pig from The Simpsons? And who's going to be the first to do a proper Spider Ham mod? That's what we need. We need a Spider Ham mod. We need a Spider Pig mod. There you go, modders. If you hear us, they're your 2 projects for this week. We expect them on our desk by the end of the week.
Give me more pictures of Spider Pig. And mine too.
Oh my God!
There's a lot of stuff.
See, they only just put the first Spider-Man out. They didn't do Miles Morales as well, did they?
No, they didn't do Miles Morales yet. But that's probably on the agenda.
They said later this year.
My God,
they said later 2022. You better hurry up, 2022. It's almost over, folks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
God, could you imagine the mods they're going to do for the cat? When they get around the Miles Morales.
We're going to get the Garfield cat.
Yeah. Spider Garfield, yes.
Man,
I still haven't played that. I really got to.
It's a good one. It's small. It's short too, but yeah, you can just wait for the PC.
All right, I'll wait for the PC version. I'll play it on that. See if my cat responds to it.
I really want to take the PlayStation 5 of the game and run it alongside the PC version of the game and go, hey, look, which one looks better to you? And I'll give, you know what? I'll do that. I'll have my cousin come over.
And
I'll do the same thing. And I'll give him a DualSense controller.
And you know what you do? You go, here's the PlayStation one that's probably running at about 30 frames 1080. And here's the one on PC that's running in 4K at 120 frames. And go, which one do you think is better, dumbass? Because oh my God. And can we have more mid-game display type changes, please? Like that is one positive I'll give Saints Row, is I could actually change the graphical styling between 1080p either high quality or frame rate. And then I think it was 1440 which also had a quality and a frame rate version. Then you had the 4K version, which was just a straight flat 4K. And I did the 4K, and oh my god, it was so bad. I dropped it back to 1440 frame rate just to play the game.
Well, that's the thing, and this shoots holes in what everybody says is your eyes can't tell the difference between frame rates, because your eyes can totally see the difference between frame rates. If you've been playing the game at 144, 120, 144, and you drop to 60, and 60 is still good, you will notice the difference right away. Drop to 30, and you go, oh my god, I can't watch it anymore. Yep. But 60, you still see the small differences. So
I did exactly that, Keith. I started out in the 4K mode, then realized that there were so many problems with the lighting engine, the graphics engine was. I was seeing screen tearing on the console version at 4K. Yeah. I dropped it all the way back to 1080 and just went, oh my god, this looks like garbage. And then I bumped it up to 1440 with the 60 frame rate. And I'm like, okay, this is what I'll play it at. So, yeah, it's you can tell the difference.
Oh, you definitely can. You definitely can. But also keep in mind, I didn't catch what console you were playing it on.
Xbox.
Okay. With VRR?
Huh?
Variable refresh rate.
Yeah. You gotta enable it.
I can't remember
if you enable it, it kills that. It kills the screen tearing.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. It didn't have. I don't think it had anything like that in the options section on the Xbox.
But your TV has to support.
It's a TV and Xbox option. It won't be in the game.
Okay. I can't remember. I can't be bothered going in and double checking my television.
All right. Well, looks like our time to say goodbye to all our family. I'm not saying the rest.
And we're gonna get sued.
Oh, so we're old. Yes, we're old. Anything to say before we bounce out of here?
Once again, more Kermit the Frog in video game mods. Thank you very much.
And we need Spider Ham.
Bring me pictures of Spider Ham.
Oh, you know what? Here's one thing I want to say. Microsoft, I love you. Please get your shit together. Please rival the DualSense controller. Please.
Stop releasing the same controller every generation.
Yes, God, yes.
Yep.
The DualSense has shown me that as much as I love your controllers, it really outclasses your controllers. It really outclasses your controllers.
You still have more
Please
you
do something
do.
else. The DualSense is now my preferred controller. Sorry, Xbox. You got to do better on that front. You have to.
I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Please do it. And don't charge us like extra. Don't do like an Xbox Elite controller that rivals the DualSense. Please give us a basic controller that rivals the DualSense.
And leave it batteries. I like swapping out batteries. God, yes.
No. My one rechargeable battery.
No, I've quit. I've gone to this. I've gave up with those because I can just need two batteries. Need two batteries. I'm done.
Yeah, well, being the only one who is playing the Xbox at the moment, I just swapped the controllers off the charger.
The only thing that sucks is when my son takes my batteries and he goes, "Oh, they're dead," and he tosses them in the trash. Like, those are rechargeable, right? Thanks.
What's rechargeable, Dad?
Thanks a lot. All right, folks, This is episode 119, the Spectator Mode Podcast. Thanks for checking us out. And you can always find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Buzzsprout, also over at the Outerhaven.net, where you'll find not only Spectator Mode, but also some other great gaming podcasts, such as Nintendo Entertainment Podcasts, and wherever else great podcasts are. For myself, Carl.
Yes, please.
And Scott.
Good day.
Thanks for checking us out. Be sure to check out YouTube content as well. Subscribe to us over there. And good night or good morning or good evening or whenever you're listening to this podcast. Cheers.